Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. Coming up next.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup of a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
The Commanders have settled on Austin Seibert to handle their kicking duties. He's set, and off we go from Northwest Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
The man known around the league as the Red Rifle, and what an NFL career he's had up until this point, Mike. I mean, think back. At one point, he's the Pro Bowl quarterback routinely leading his team to the playoffs. Now, he's the experienced backup. He's bringing a lot of veteran presence to every locker room he finds himself, and one thing's for certain, when he gets a shot to play in the game, you could certainly do a lot worse than having him in your starting lineup.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Dalton. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Dalton to throw. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. "21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Mingo, the man in motion. Now Dalton. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
fourth down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. Olamide Zaccheaus deep to return. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era. Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Here we have a guy, Mike, who's probably one of the most dynamic athletes that we have in the entire NFL at the quarterback position. He can create so many problems for a defense with his legs, but make no mistake about it, he is far from one-dimensional. He's both willing and able to carve a defense up with his arm while using his legs as more of a secondary weapon. If there's one knock on his game at this very moment, it's the fact that occasionally he'll kind of lay one up from time to time. Nonetheless, if he's on his A game in this one, we could be in for a real treat.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. With McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
They don't end up winning this game, Mike. They're going to look back on that missed throw as being really the biggest reason why. They're just able to connect on that play. Not only is it a big play, but I think they find themselves with an opportunity for a walk-off touchdown.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Washington.
We see this week in and week out, Mike, these running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That one intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dalton. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. He's got the first down. They'll bring him down at the 28, but the sticks will move. First down picked up on the ground. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now it's Dalton. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Here's Dalton. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, a run with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's Sanders. Good blocking, and he's in. Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score, as this drive begins with a first down. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. That's into the hands of Olamide Zaccheaus. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Raheem Blackshear is set to return for the Panthers. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. Oh, he gets that downfield to Tremble, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the give, it's Hubbard. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McClurry. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Automatic first down.
1st and 10. Here's Daniels. That'll be batted down. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it'll be 2nd down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
To the air again is Daniels. That's to the 3rd-round pick, Luke McCaffrey. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard, it's Daniels. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
Throwing again, Daniels. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Clowney comes up with the big sack, and you can make an argument, Mike, that he's coming off his best season of his career. 9.5 sacks just a year ago. Now he's back home in the Carolinas, where he's already making his presence felt.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So it's 4th down, and Austin Seibert out to try the Washington field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Seibert's kick is good. And the Commanders are on the board just before halftime. So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. start on the ground with Robinson. That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. A pickup of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again with Robinson. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
On 1st down, Daniels. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here for Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he will take it in himself. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on top. It's now 10-7. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw is Dalton. Looking left side is tight. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Commanders come up with it. Wow, you think you have moved it down the field with a terrific pass and catch, but got to finish the play. And on the turnover, the defense takes over.
You work so hard, Mike, to execute the play the way it's designed, and you come up with a huge, explosive play in the pass game, only to then lose it because of poor ball security. That's exactly what we saw here. Give credit to the defense forcing that ball out, but it's a shame that it came at the end of what was a big offensive play.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dalton. Short one there, caught by Tremble. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Dalton to throw. His tight end Tremble over the middle. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Dalton. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. The motion man is Sanders. They'll stick to the ground. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Tremble comes in motion. They'll run. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to tie things up here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. That evens the score here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniels. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down, 8 for the 1st down. On the option, here's Robinson. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Two minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Robinson. A 1st down and more. 19 yards on the gain, and that's good for a 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Robinson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. The Panthers will take their first timeout. They'll stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. They'll run with Robinson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. They'll run with Robinson. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Second and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run with Robinson. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.